So I thought I'd start this video with my head propeller. But anyways, this video, I thought I'd do an update on the farm. I've had a lot of people asking about what's going on with the farm. What are y'all doing this spring? What kind of stuff's happening? Is there anything new? So we're gonna start inside the house of all places for farming, but I'm trying something new with the microgreens. Let me show you. Now, before any of you microgreen people come at me, this is my first batch, my first ever batch. Let's consider it the test batch. And I already realized what's going wrong because you see it's pretty much all the growth is on the other side. There's a lot of seeds that just aren't, well, the focus is off there, but a lot of seeds that aren't taking. And so I realized what I've done wrong with this batch. Like I say, though, this is the first one. This is some broccoli. Let's see, here we go. Broccoli microgreens, and so gonna do a lot better next time. All right, so now that we've looked at my failure, or well, you know, let's don't say it's a failure. Let's say it's a learning experiment. Let's go outside. Let's go outside, and I'll show you the rest of the goodies. All right, so let's just go over here to the backyard, and I'll show you. So we're trying something new this year, a little experiment. And see, that's one of our raised bed gardens, septic tank over there. So everything grows really good right here, but even in the raised bed. So the broccoli, not broccoli, I got broccoli on my head. The cucumbers got out of control in that garden last year. I mean, like took it over. They were flowing way out into the yard and everything, and it was a mess. And so we're experimenting with a cucumber trellis this time. So we're gonna try it out. All that is reclaimed stuff from here on the farm. I mean, old fencing for a dog kennel. Those are actually, you might have seen this in another video. Those are closet pieces, and then of course the wood. And so that's gonna be cucumbers, tomatoes, and then over here we've got the other raised beds where we've got more tomatoes, peppers. We usually grow some kale out there. And for those of you that think you can't do much with a little bit of land, I mean, I know I've got a ton of land here that we're using for yard and other things and not gardening, but we grow a ton of stuff just out of 3 raised bed gardens. All right, so let's look a little further down here. All right, so it's kind of hard to tell from here, but the guy that owns the murder trailer down there, the one that has free candy spray painted on the side, we've been taking care of that yard as we always kind of treated it like it was our front yard. Well, he's back. Apparently, the guy that owns it gave it to his son, who's giving it to his son, and they're going to fix up the old trailer. I'm not sure. But you can see where the pecan stump is right there. That was our Hurricane Helene tragedy. Oh, man, that was a nice pecan tree. It's about 50 feet tall, had swings in it and everything. But that's mostly the property line. You can see where my wife mowed at, and then our property line goes around behind the poplar tree over there. And so we're creating some new burn piles to try to burn out some of these stumps. There's an old peach tree stump way out there. Fingers right in the way out there. And so that's that. We also just planted a new oak tree over there. All right, so on around here. So I picked the worst time of day to do this because the sun's right over there and you can't see, but the woods over there, that is property that my parents own that we take care of. And so we finally finished thinning out our woods. You know, the clearing, thinning, getting rid of the briars, a lot of things like that, so that we can be more intentional with what we're growing. And so, well, that bird is loud right here, and I don't even see him. All right, he's up there somewhere. He must have a nest because he's not enjoying me being right here. But those woods are there. So we've started thinning out those woods, getting rid of a lot of the dead stuff, building some habitat piles for the rabbits and the salamanders, things like that. And mainly just getting rid of the briars and stuff like that. So what we're doing, a full perimeter sweep of all 5 acres there. And so we're going about 10 feet in, clearing, thinning, cleaning, and we're going to do the full perimeter and then start our way back around. Again, moving deeper and deeper until we finally just get to the center and it's done. All right, so we got some mulberry trees over there. They are doing awesome. Of course, we've got black walnuts everywhere. Thornless blackberries, the attacked farm cat. She is our only cat right now. There you go. Yeah, she's like, she loves just sitting in the driveway. But thornless blackberries over there and some grapevines. And then we've got where we're working on pollinator garden over here. It looks like a mess right now because we haven't bought the rock for it yet. We're just using cinder blocks that we find on the property. And we've also been throwing wildflower seed bombs out here forever. But we've slowly been composting this whole area, wood chips, clean paper scraps, all of our kitchen compost. But we finally bought us one of these composters, and so we're going to compost quicker and then spread that out. So this is going to be a really nice pollinator garden. All right, so over there near the Mustang, although she doesn't have a name yet, the Mustang, but near the Mustang, I got 2 pawpaw trees planted in the shaded understory over there. So we're starting our pawpaw growth. And then we're coming back around. Of course, we got the iron barn down there and the HipCamp site at the very bottom. And then we just planted another peach tree. Got a peach right here. She's kind of hiding. Got the pet cemetery sign on it because we've had so many things die here that we've got a pet cemetery now. But new peach tree, and then we're back around to the house where you saw those first raised bed gardens. All right, so that's your little tour of what's going on the farm right now. Now, I am going to be doing some more inside stuff. Just interviewed Miss Cassidy Tuttle the other day about office plants and succulents and things like that. And so she is sending me some succulents from her personal stash. And so I'll show you those in another video once they arrive. And we're going to get some more indoor stuff going on. And that's mostly it right now. We're going to add some more things as time goes on and things become more available to us here on the farm. But it's still spring. It's still early. It's incredibly hot. Like summer's already here. It's in the 90s already in the middle of the day. But if you have any questions, let me know. Until then, anybody can do the farming thing. You just got to get you a farm number, and you can even do that with the inside stuff. And so if you need any help getting a farm number, need any advice, anything like that, hit me up. And of course, you're always welcome to book a stay at our haunted barn for the HipCamp site and enjoy that as well.